The music we grew up on, it didn't just entertain us, it raised us and shaped us. It shaped how we saw love, how we saw struggle, how we saw ourselves. Because it wasn't just music, it was all in our house, it was in our cars. I remember my mother and father singing to it. And in a lot of ways, we still carry that music with us today. Those songs that pick you up, set the mood, or take you right back to the moments that matter. Four titles, one truth. I'm Tommy.
And I'm Lance. Today, we're talking about the music we grew up on, songs that defined our childhood.
This is a conversation rooted in lived experience, not advice, not instruction, just honest reflection. All right, let's get into it.
All right, let's go.
All right. When you think of old school or throwback music, what era comes to mind for you?
That's that Motown.
Yeah.
You know, that's that Smokey Robinson and the Temptations and Stevie Wonder. I mean, that's old school for us. I mean, I'd say for us, for our age group, because that's what our parents were listening to.
That's
and I think
what you
that's
heard
when
all
they
the time.
were teenagers and
that's what they
in
grew
their
up on.
20s, them young guns rolling. That's what they that's what they was listening to and rolling in.
So who controlled the music in your house, your mom or your pops? A little bit of
Both,
both?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, in the car, it was my father. Dealing with 8-track or the radio station.
So do you remember music from the radio, from the 8-track, from the records, or from tapes more?
Probably a little bit of both, but probably the radio more.
Yeah.
Just being in the car, either going to school, going off to grandmother's house.
Get dropped off somewhere.
Yeah, getting dropped off.
Visit,
But then in the car, it was either the radio or the 8-track. So just depending on what the feeling was of the driver.
Yeah. So when I think of old school, I'm in that same era.
All right.
Because it's what mom and pops had playing. Mom played music in the house more. And when I was growing up, it was mainly Christian. Yeah, so we talking Old Happy Day with the Hawkins family. And then, we had we had Sandy Patty. We had Larnell Harris.
Oh.
So that's the music that I remember hearing them when people sing Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I remember. But when, it was just the music, it was Dad, and it was always either the Four Tops, the Temptations, Smokey, Marvin Gaye, and then the old school from Alabama. He used to bring, what's his name? I can't remember the
They're
name.
coming up from the deep south.
Yeah, the deep south. Yeah, them clubs, them hole in the walls. But I think so. The reason 8-track stand out to me is because my uncle used to have a Cutlass.
Oh.
And he used to have the 8-track adapter in there. Yeah, so.
Ooh, how big was that adapter?
It was about the same size as an 8-track, but a little longer.
Okay.
And so that you could put the tape in there.
So it's about
and it was as wide and as deep, but it was a little longer because the tape never actually went in. It's just the 8-track went in. And then records, because my mom and dad had so many records over the years.
My brother had more records than.
Oh, really?
Than anything, yeah.
Oh, no. And my parents never had 8-tracks. All their cars, when I was around, it was all just radio.
Radio.
Yeah, in the car. And my dad used to listen to 700 WLW. If he wasn't listening to music, he was listening to sports talk. So,
who influenced your taste in music the most? Parents, siblings, or friends?
I will say started off with my sibling, my sister specifically, and my friends.
Okay.
I would say that's how it started off. But as I got older, I got back into our old school era, and then the Temptations movie came out, the Five Heartbeats, came out. So it was that doo-wop, that caught my attention back there. Yeah,
It's that appreciation.
Yeah.
I think you appreciate the music.
Yep.
more when you get older.
Yeah,
It's like,
absolutely.
oh shoot, that's a cut.
And then my sister, she was a Prince and Michael Jackson.
That's
Prince
my
was
brother.
number one. Michael Jackson was the close number two.
Yeah.
And so she's got me to listen to Prince because for a while I was like, heels and his butt out.
And the perm curls.
But once you listen to like Purple Rain, you hear the talent in that Joker.
Oh yeah.
And it's just a little red Corvette and all them.
Well, you learn the stories like he played all the instruments.
Yeah.
I mean, just all of that.
Yeah.
Man.
What about you?
All of that. Probably my brother.
Was the most?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brother. Then as I got a little older, getting out the house and it'd be friends because then it's like, oh, did you hear such and such, or you got the, and that's when we because our folks had the boom boxes and stuff, and then the tapes started coming out.
You had friends that carried a boombox?
Yeah.
I ain't never had no friends that carried a boombox because when I turned 16, my mom gave me a Plymouth Horizon. So if we were either in the house, walking around playing sports or something, or driving somewhere, and the main music I remember driving is New Edition. It was always New Edition.
New Edition.
New Edition. And that's the thing. So one of the rules, the unwritten rules of young black men at that time is fast music only. Don't let me catch you in the car. Don't be having no candy
no
stand
slow
around. With a car full.
Catch that.
A car full of ashy elbow. So did you took the bus to school?
No, rode with my father. So that's what I say. It would be a variety. So I would ride with my father. Shoot, back and forth till I started driving myself. So it'd be different. Like
he was listening to.
Yeah, whatever he was. Yeah, and he was. I mean, and he would listen to. He listened to a variety of things, which was good because it gave me a little appreciation. But the Eagles and all of those.
But see, that's where
folks,
MTV came in for me, because before MTV, all I knew was black music. When it came to R&B and rap and stuff like that, and of course pop music because it was on the radio. But when MTV came out, that's when you started to see them videos, and that's when MTV was like something you had to watch.
Had to see.
Yeah, you had
see
to
the
watch
the latest and the greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my mom, my mom and dad listened to different things because she was the Lou Rawls and
Lou Rawls.
What was that? Julio Iglesias and
Tom Jones.
Yeah.
All them jokers.
Some of them fellas.
So where did you really discover music once you started getting out on your own? You sort of mentioned it with your friends, but what was it?
I mean, you start either you sit in locker room or when you had practice or something, and you got
riding with people.
Yeah, and jokers just talking about it because they going to this concert. Or did you see this video? Because the videos. Did you see that video or such and such? Or at the that way, friends start talking about it, and it's like, okay, I don't like that, man. That joker whack. He ain't.
Whack. What's a video that you remember that stands out to you?
Oh, Michael Jackson, man. That damn
Thriller.
Thriller.
Billie
Jean.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
Because I think Billie Jean came out.
Yeah,
first.
it did.
Yeah, Billie Jean first, but Thriller because it was just it was prime time.
Movie.
Yeah, it was prime time. So it was like, oh, shit.
The main video that stands out to me after all these years, I would probably have to say MC Hammer. Yeah.
He had some. I mean, it was
MC Hammer. Pump It Up.
Yeah, and that's hard because it was a bunch of videos, man.
That joke.
Damn.
Hammer, boy, when that joker came out, man.
Oh my, smooth.
He changed the game.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so that's a.
Yeah, I mean that between him and then when LL Cool J, I'm Bad.
Yeah.
Oh
in the
my
boxing
God.
ring.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you ever have a Walkman?
Yeah.
No, I ain't never had a Walkman.
I had the tape, then
and the CD.
Well, I got the hand-me-down. I think my brother had a CD, and then it was like a hand-me-down that he left whenever he went to.
I had a tape thing. So here's what I had growing up. First, I had the simple tape recorder. to where you put the tape in, push the button, you could record on it. The reason that's significant, I'm gonna tell y'all some truths that now. So when Bobby Brown left New Edition,
Okay.
I felt I could step in, man. I'm not joking. So what I did was I would have their tapes, and I'd be singing it all the time, man. Singing it, and I used to be able to sing okay, but I can't do that anymore.
So
But
you was Candy Girl.
no, but you know what? What I was really caught up in is they had a album where they did old school music like Earth Angel, and they did those type of songs, and I used to be singing my butt
that
off
was
on
you.
that. It was. Couldn't tell me no. I knew I was gonna be the replace Bobby Brown. I knew the moves, you know what I'm saying, and then I felt I could at least sing as good as him. But hey.
You ain't
I
got
don't
Johnny
know.
Gill.
Didn't make it. Yeah, oh,
You ain't got Johnny.
Buster.
You be like,
They went and got
like,
no
what they
Buster
doing?
Johnny Gill like he can sing. No, way better than me. So
no, man. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, because in the car, well, my first car had a tape player in it.
yeah,
And then that's what, the Chevette, little light blue Chevette with the speaker in the back,
So mine
the
was
house speaker.
maroon. Oh my God, they used to call me Disco Man. Because I used to have house speaker. So my sister had a record player with the detachable speakers. And so when I got my car, it just wasn't doing it with the door speakers. So I went without an amp. I just went in there and I took my speaker wire and connected
Simple.
connected
It was
to
simple
the
then.
speaker. Yeah, it was just loud. There wasn't
You had two speakers.
Two of
See,
them.
I just had one speaker in the back rattling.
I was that guy that drive down, you hear all the words. So I ain't saying we was jamming to Edition.
So, what song instantly takes you back to being a kid at home with your family?
So you hit on it before, man. Billie Jean, but it's not Billie Jean the video. It's when he was on Motown's 25th.
Okay. Oh,
I remember
when he hit
it was,
that moonwalk?
yeah, it was
Woo.
everybody, my dad, my sister, my mom, we were all there watching it. So when I hear Billie Jean, I think of that. But the most fun memory of music is Thriller, because we was waiting for the MTV premiere, and I told you I had a cousin named Mark Howard, and he lived diagonally from me.
Okay.
So he was on the other block. We were all waiting for the MTV premiere, and that joker showed up, right? And so we go through the video, and you remember when they start to dance? That joker, Mark, he was like, "Is that Natty? Look at Natty." My mom's name Natty. He was like, "Look at Natty out there." And I just remember that so much. And I recently got back in touch with my cousin Mark, and I said, "Do you remember this, man?" And he was like, "I think so, man." And the more I talked about it, the more I remembered. But I think that that Thriller video, my dad wasn't there. He was at work. But it was me, my sister, Mark. Somebody else was there, but I don't remember who. But it was just a blast. Even Mom just sitting there laughing. Yeah, so that was a good time. What about you?
Oh man, shoot. For me, it's I on a trip, going on road trips, and my father would be playing Hotel California, and I'd be on the floor of the van, listening,
Yeah,
rolling, listening,
sleep.
doing
life
whatever.
was-
But yeah, I mean, every time when I hear that,
You
it
put you
takes
in
me
that
back.
spot.
Yeah, it takes me back to we rolling someplace. Where we rolled all the time. It was out to Colorado.
So I got so many more. Like Dad used to sing "Merry Christmas, Baby," coming down the steps.
Is it during
So
Christmas? Was it on Christmas
on
Day or just all during
no,
Christmas
just
time?
It played all during the day, but on Christmas morning, that joker, you turn that on, and once you know he's up, and just guaranteed
That was his cue.
he's putting on a show, man. Coming down the stairs, singing and doing the dances, and then going up to Mom. Yeah, that one is 100%
shit.
locked in. I remember what's the little boy's name? You got what I need. But I remember that music video coming out. I remember Hello, Lionel Richie. Yeah, with the blind sculptress. So It's just so much, man.
That's Run DMC, and 'cause
Yeah,
that's one of the
Run
first
DMC.
first concert that I went to was a
Yep.
Run DMC concert.
So when did rap take over for you?
Probably around that high school
High school, yeah.
high school time frame.
So we had buses where when we would go to school, go to Vale at the time and then Middletown High School.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, if we had if we brought a tape and it didn't have cursing on it,
Then you
then
play
the
it.
bus driver would let us
Oh,
play it.
okay.
Yeah, and so that's when I really got introduced to different music that was more than on the radio. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And so like my
It wasn't just popular music.
yeah, it was the whole tape, so you'd
Right.
hear the other songs too. And I know, and there was a lot of mixtapes too, but I just know that like my first real rap introduction was Eric B. and Rakim. That was my first real rap introduction. That's when I was like, and then it was him, then it was Cool Mo D, because I love Cool Mo D, and then I was the guy that was like, Cool Mo D's killing LL. I was that guy because I know all Mo D songs. And then it ended up going to, I love Fresh Prince, Will Smith, and Jazzy Jeff.
Oh, that's all that East. Well, that's what we
That's
hit us all
literally
time
what
is
we
the
grew
East
up on,
Coast. Yeah, I mean all the East Coast rap.
But my first introduction to West Coast became a Too Short fan, boy. Too Short was raw, boy. And my first introduction to down south was when I would visit my cousins in Alabama.
Okay.
And you'd hear like MC Shadi and stuff like Shan. But the most outrageous introduction was Two Live Crew.
Yeah, they was off the chain.
Yeah.
That was the
Seven Bizzos.
That was the taboo. You got to hear that. It was like, did you hear that 2 Live Crew?
But you know what?
See them
though?
videos?
I didn't see enough of them.
Woo!
Because I was not aware of that, and I didn't have VCRs at the time. But yeah, I was very much aware of what they was about. So I was still a little young on that one. Then when I got of age, you know, the military, it's just you hear a little bit of everything, and then that's when I think the military is when I really started to shape what I liked.
What you like?
Yeah, because it you know, I don't know if a lot of people remember, but music was regional.
Yep.
Yeah, so there would be I played a song the other day, 112's A Letter.
Okay.
Yeah, Nikki never heard that song before in her life.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm just like, it's amazing how regional music used to be. But that's when I started to, high school is when I started to get into R&B. You know, Keith Sweats, you know, the New Editions and all of that. And then after I was in the Army, Genuine came out, you know, and Tank. Please don't go. So that's when I used to. I started to shape myself. Like, did you ever have recordings on your voice?
Oh yeah.
With music?
On the tapes, off the radio. Cause you know you either do the was it the quiet jam? Listen to the quiet jam. So you taping the quiet jam and you'll tape the countdown. Beep. Yeah. Oh. And you're trying to get it right. You know. You'd be like, stop talking. Yeah. Trying to cut it right.
And the
so
way
that you
I
had
used
just
to try
enough.
to do it, I used to try talk, and then as soon as I finished, can you know, like catch it on the spot.
On your on the answer machine.
Yeah,
Oh
on the answer
yeah,
machine,
on the
yeah.
answer machine. Oh yeah. Remember on the answer machine too. Yeah.
Did you know how to edit tapes?
No.
Man, I used to.
That's a lot of work, boy.
It is. You used to pull the tape apart. Well, unscrew the edges, pull the tape apart, and then you have to listen to what you want, and then clip it, and then you put a piece of clear Scotch tape, a small piece of clear Scotch tape to connect it back together, and then you go.
That's a lot of work,
well,
boy.
But, hey,
that's a lot of work,
but
right
my
there.
voicemail was on fire, on fire. You can have a piece of my love. Jamming. All right.
Oh my God.
So let me ask you this. Looking back now, how did the music you grew up to shape who you became? Can you draw a link to how music has developed in you as an adult?
I'd say, I mean, biggest, I mean, it's I'm always open.
Yeah.
You know, I guess it made me open to hearing new
Good
things.
music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to,
Find a new
accept,
favorite.
find it, yeah, you know, and accept, like everybody likes to like country, like I like a little country
Yeah.
sometimes. I like a little rock and roll. You know, I like a little rock.
Yeah.
I mean, it just
Yeah.
it depends. So it helped me to go, okay, you know,
Yeah.
I would say want to try to correlate it, be a little more flexible with things. Like everybody gonna be a little different. And
Yeah.
it's just like some music and shit. You know,
Yeah.
you can always find
Something.
something
Yeah.
in whatever genre it is.
Agreed.
And so,
Agreed. To me there's a baseline of good music, and it can touch from anywhere.
Yeah.
Because I look at it this way. So the '60s, the mid '60s and before, right? The old school music. I believe that there was pop, strong pop, and then R&B influence, right? There was straight R&B or R&B pop-ish, right?
right.
But there was a separation between the two. Then in the '70s, can't lie, man, them white musicians, their jokers they started to hear R&B, and so they started to take that sound, and a lot of them didn't do so great, but some of them were just like staples.
It's like the
yeah.
Michael McDonald.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm trying to, what was the
Yeah,
other that I didn't even know that it was a white dude singing the song.
Yeah, you talking about what's his name?
I thought it was Bobby. Song.
Oh,
I can't.
I don't know. But do you see a direct line to how music has affected you and helped develop you as a man or as a person?
I say, I mean, like I said before, I mean, it's made me, I guess, more open to accepting new things, learning new things, giving things time, trying to see the best out of everything and everyone's, you know, different situations and stuff. I mean, I would say that just because it's just it was one of those things. It's dependent, and it's one of those things where it's like depending on the situation. Like that's what you listening to. Okay, that's what we gonna do. This is gonna get me hype.
Yeah.
This is what I need to try to set the mood.
Like
you know,
before a game. Yeah.
So I mean, so different. I guess different things like that, and I'm not because I'm not a huge. I wasn't a musical person.
Yeah.
I didn't play an instrument or anything like that. Like my kids both can play instruments and shit.
Really?
I'm like, man, I wish I would have learned to play the piano or play the saxophone or whatever.
I was in band when I went to Middletown Christian, and the first thing I wanted to play was a trombone, man, because it was just smooth, man. I like the and honestly, that's the only thing I could do. So check this out. My drum teacher came to me one day. He was like, so what do you think about the trombone? I was like, I like it. You know, it's fun. He was like, have you ever considered the drums?
People want to start off on the drums and stuff. He's like, he tried to move you. He's like, you got to get off of that trombone. It's not.
Yeah, he told me to go. And then I got me a snare drum, and my dad never forgive me for that. Well, I used to be. I could play the drums, the snare pretty good, but I never really learned how to play a set of drums. And that's a different beast. So, but and then my music talents ran out. I don't really think that I can say music shaped me as a man because there were so many other relevant, like my dad, you know, uncles and so forth. So I don't think music shaped me, but I do know that I evolved with the music. You know, like I said, in the beginning, it was old school. We're talking Temptations, Four Tops, like you said. And then I remember I started to learn and hear what the younger people were listening to in that era. When you would finally get out the house and you'd hear the Al Greens, Teddy Pendergrass, you know, and you'd hear like singing. And
people can really sing.
Blow. And then, and so like and that was cool. And but then when I got to an age where I controlled the radio, that's when we're talking rap was finding itself.
Yep.
Public Enemy, X Clan, those are Big Mike. Uh, those are the type of the music I was playing, but I was still playing R&B.
Well,
You
this
know,
thing is
loved
like you can
R&B.
never get away from it because they,
It's so
especially if you
good.
listen to rap,
Yeah,
they sampling it.
yeah, yeah.
So you'd be like,
That's,
ain't that?
yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of people don't even know where that
Yep.
song came from.
Yep. So
And then rap sort of got away from me for a while uh, because it was the life that I was living. I didn't fit no more in some of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they talking about there was a time when they was talking about real life in the streets and all that stuff, but I wasn't in the streets. I
well,
was in the
no.
R&B, so I sort of disconnected from that and then got strong in the R&B. And R&B is where I would say
That's where you living.
if I'd say if you look at my Apple Music, I'd probably say 85% R&B. I'm talking over the decades, and then that 15% is probably hip hop, and that's also over the decades. But I do know that there used to be a time when I would use the music to try to find out what I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? I not find out, but try to relate. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because there was a time in the 80s and 90s where there was music that would talk about feelings and talk about that stuff. And so I would like when I had a crush on a girl or stuff like that.
that's how I'm feeling right
Yeah,
there. That's
oh,
me
this
right
my yeah, oh guy, yeah. Groove me. You know. So but now it's music first. If the music's hitting, then the it has a chance
Yeah,
to
it's
get
got
in
a
my
good
playlist.
beat. I mean, it's like it's got a good beat. It's like I give it a chance.
But I used to go like with rap in the beginning. I used to all about words. Yeah, I used to learn every rap song. You know
Well,
that
you could
that was my
understand them
favorite. Yeah,
and follow them better than
yeah.
a lot of guys now. It's like, what did he say?
Especially like BDP. You know, like I said, Eric B and Rakim. I said X Clan came alive. NWA even for a second, but Too Short. Too Short is not something I should have ended up hearing because my mom would not be acceptable. Too Short back then, but Too Short used to be raw. Bow, 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 bow. So
That's right.
yeah, but and so like now, Afro beats is my
That's what.
main
Yeah.
music that I listen to when we work out. When I work out, it's usually hip hop. And when I'm chilling, just trying to relax or get in a groove, it's R&B. There are pop artists I like out there, but it's nowhere near as many. I don't know them like I used to know, like Luther, you know, like even Michael Jackson, like Billy Ocean, you know,
That's what I mean. I understand how our parents
and that's the
felt.
sad.
Like because like some of the
That's
stuff that my like Miles would be listening to or Mackenzie, I'd be in the car with him. I just like,
What is this?
yeah, it's like
This devil
I
music.
don't get. It's just like I don't get it. I don't get it. What is this? What? Okay,
This is devil music.
so it's always trending back to like the Afro beats.
Man,
I love
one of
some
the
good Afro
best
beats.
surprises.
And reggae. I listen to a little reggae.
I never really got into reggae,
I listen to a
man.
little reggae.
But I liked it on the radio, but I never really bought it or downloaded it. But when we went to Ghana, this was in 2004. The our guide, he put on some music. He was like, "Yeah, I got some music for y'all," and I'm sitting there like, "Come on, man, you ain't saying nothing." Cause I knew the song. I don't know all the words to it, but I was jamming, man, and he was like blown away. The fact that I knew artists that were from Ghana in the United States, and that it's on my playlist. Afro beats would probably be the first thing I'd turn on, and then R&B over the decades, because the new R&B, yeah, it's every once in a while I find something that grooves, but it's
Just all
not.
of the old. I mean, because I'd listen to the yacht rock.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Nikki love.
Yacht rock.
But at the same time, man, the Bee Gees.
Oh,
Hey man, and
some
hey,
good songs, man.
Saturday Night Fever. If you ain't watched Saturday Night Fever, there's something wrong with you. That Joker, but the Bee Gees, I love the Bee
Yeah, I
Gees.
mean, it's just like all of the, like I can appreciate all of those
Yeah,
songs, even though like those were all on when we were growing up.
Yeah,
But didn't really pay attention to them, you know.
yeah.
So
Well, like you said, unless your parents played
yeah,
it, and then when you got out the house and you were in charge, it was what's now.
it's what I'm listening to.
Yeah. Listening to none of that. But yeah, that was it, man. That was loved it.
Music just doesn't stay in the past. It shows up in how we think, how we feel, and how we remember. Think about that one song for you. And here's what we want you to do. Share this episode with someone who grew up with you or someone who knows your story.
Yeah.
Because they might hear something in this that reminds them of you. All right, so join us next time so we can do what
What we're gonna do?
we gonna keep the conversation going. All right.
There it is.
Yeah, come on back. All right.
Holla.